Look, whenever governments make serious mistakes, it's important to work out what went wrong and why. One of the reasons why I really want to see a Royal Commission into COVID. But unlike a lot of other Liberals, I don't buy this argument that it's somehow wrong to have Royal Commissions into the actions of previous governments. I actually support this. And the previous government's so-called robodebt scheme should be the subject of a Royal Commission. This is a scheme that began in 2016. It sent debt notices to people on social security advising them that they had been overpaid and that they then owed the government money based on data matching between various departments, so across from social security to the tax office. The notices were all automatically generated. They weren't preceded by any investigation that might have explained the discrepancies, and many of them turned out to be unjustified. Now, as you know, people involved in being sent these notices on welfare, unjustified, then took their lives. Eventually in 2020, the scheme was shut down. But here's the problem. The relevant minister, it seems, Stuart Robert, kept defending the scheme even after he was advised it was unlawful. Yesterday, the Royal Commission asked him why he kept publicly defending the scheme even after he'd been advised that it had no legal basis, and he said, well, Cabinet solidarity made him do it.
Ministers are required to defend the government's programs as part of Cabinet solidarity, regardless if they agree with them or not.
You knew they couldn't be right.
I had a massive personal misgiving, yes, but I'm still a Cabinet Minister.
Yeah, but it doesn't compel you to say things that you don't believe to be true, surely.
I am still, at this stage, a Cabinet Minister. I'm still required to uphold, until such time as I'm advised lawfully otherwise, the requirement for the government program. I still have to defend it. That is the job I've got.
Wrong. Wrong. I've worked in politics. I've got a law degree. I'm not going to let him get away with that, nor should anybody else. In no government, under no circumstances, does Cabinet solidarity justify misleading the public. As the relevant Cabinet handbook states, and I'll quote, ministers are expected to be honest in the conduct of public office and to take all reasonable steps to ensure that they do not mislead the public. It was only after receiving formal legal advice from the solicitor-general that the scheme was technically illegal. This is November 9, 2019. That Robert says he strode straight into the Prime Minister's office. He says he plonked the advice on his desk and said to Scott Morrison, we need to stop this. But this just raises the further question. Why did the government wait until May the following year to end the scheme? Because just as ministers can't cite Cabinet solidarity to justify something they know to be wrong, governments can't continue what's wrong just because it might be very politically embarrassing to admit it and end it. Now, Stuart Robert has lost his place in the ministry before over poor conduct, and he should have lost it over robo-debt too. The fact that the Morrison government was thrown out of office is the only reason he didn't lose it this time. Now, right now, he's on the front bench in the shadow ministry, a position he should resign tomorrow if integrity is to mean anything.